Hello everybody, welcome to our long play of Digital Love Story. What's my screen name? Guess we'll just go Ben. Ben plays. I'll just go Ben. Okay. I'm not going to give you that. Okay, let's see what's in our messages. Using your new modem. Hey Ben, so I have your... Hey Ben, so you have your computer set up. I thought for Mr. Wayne's kid I'd throw in a little something extra. There's a dialer for your modem attached to this message. If you plug it into the phone line, you can use it to dial BBSs. Just make sure not to run up your dad's phone bill with long-distance calls, okay? Here's a local BBS I recommend looking at. 698-5519. Enjoy, George Wong, Wong Computers. So we've downloaded our dialer. Let's see. Congratulations, you've got your brand new Amie Workbench up and running. Here are a few things you might need to know to get started. To close a window, click the square icon in the top left. Downloaded applications appear on your desktop. Click their icons to open them. To save your system state or to load a previous one, just click the disk icon at the top of the screen. To adjust volume, display mode, or change personal information, or shut down your computer, click the pinwheel icon at the top of the screen. We hope you're enjoying your new computers. Amie Microsystems, 1988. So let's see our dialer. I don't actually remember the number. 698-5519. This takes me back. Okay, so we're at Lake City Local. Nice. Let's see. Please type your password or type new for a new account. Okay, new. Please enter what you'd like your password to be. I'm not very creative, so we're just gonna do password 123. Thank you for registering. Okay. So let's see. Do we have any messages? BBS FAQ. What is a BBS? Why, that's an awfully dumb question. In case you couldn't tell, you're on one right now. A BBS is short for Bulletin Board System, where people come together online to post messages, share software, download text files, hold debates, and more. Let's see. From Amelia, you wrote me a love letter promising every word is true, but I'm confused by the signature, so remind me, who are you? Is it any good? It's the first time I've ever written a poem before, so be brutally honest, please. I'd like to understand poetry better. Okay. Let's see, computer viruses. The first computer virus appeared on ARPANET back in the 70s, called the Creeper. It traveled across every open system on the network it could connect to, spawned a copy of itself, and dumped the phrase, "I'm the Creeper, catch me if you can," to the screen. Eventually, a program called the Reaper was developed to clear that infection. It worked the exact same way, spreading like a virus across every available system on the network, self-replicated, then deleted the Creeper wherever it could be found. Very interesting. Can we send a PM to somebody? I guess we'll send one to Amelia. Okay. Maybe Blue Sky. Okay. And then I guess we'll send one to everyone. We've got new private messages from everybody. Let's see. Nothing. Reply? Reply. Can I reply to this one? Yeah. Oh, whoops. I'm not seeing any... Oh, I can download the messages. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, here they are. Okay, so we've got our password. Open history. That's funny you ask. I'm actually interested in putting together an open history of the online computer starting from the 70s up to today. Right now, I have bits and pieces of it completed, but unfortunately, it's not all collected in one place at the moment. Publication, it's certainly a possibility. No, not at all. ARPANET's basically a big government computer network, also called the Internet. Well, it used to be called military anyway, and it was back in the 70s. Now the military has a separate network, MilNet, and the ARPANET/Internet is just government researchers and college computers. Right now, it's just a few hundred nodes. Right now, it's just a couple hundred nodes, with maybe a few thousand people accessing it in total, but it's growing way faster than most give it credit for, especially now it's opening to commerce. By 1998, there will be probably thousands of computers on it. It's pretty neat stuff, really. I do suppose you're right. Thanks, I appreciate directness. I'll have to keep that in mind for my next attempt. To tell you the truth, I'm really glad you replied. Nobody else really had anything worthwhile to say. Just some compliments that were obviously false, and asking if I really was a girl. Why would anyone ask a question like that? But you seem nice, Ben. Thank you, and much better than that. Thank you. Okay. Sure. Let's reply to her, and then maybe reply to him, and then maybe reply to him. Okay. Maybe we need to connect to the dialer. I wish there was a way to save the phone numbers. Okay, let's log in with our special password. Okay. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I really do feel the same way all the time, you know? A lot of hackers have this very strong sense of self-identity, and I'm very envious of that. They're certain of things, and I've learned very quickly not to be certain of anything. But I wish I could be, you know? Does that make sense to you? That makes a lot of sense to me. Okay, so we've got a lot of new private messages. Viruses didn't really hit the big time until they left the networks in 1981. A virus infecting floppy disks was released into the wild, slowly letting itself be passed around disk by disk. And now anyone with an Apple II could be a target. But it wasn't until last year in 1987 that a virus actually destroyed data that was discovered on a closed network. It's only a matter of time before destructive viruses spread to the general public. Only time can tell, but this scary prospect is all too possible. Very interesting. Lack of downloads. Well, Lake City Local isn't really about the wares or hacking or any other illegal stuff, you know? The sysop here doesn't really want to get himself arrested or anything. You could always check out the Matrix at 220-7683. That's where I always go anyway. Okay? How many people are on a BBS? Well, that varies depending on which you're on. It can be anywhere from dozens to over 100 users. Some will only allow one person to dial in at a single time. Others have as many as 10 phone lines, letting many people stay online at once. Some are even further connected to bigger networks like FidoNet or the internet, connecting thousands of BBSs together all across the entire world. Very cool. What is up with this load of crap? I don't even know where to begin. The bald guy is just terrible, plain and simple. Come on, all I'm saying is a real captain would have hit the omnipotent guy the moment he stepped foot on his bridge instead of trying to talk it out. This is the military, for crying out loud. Maybe it could be good if only he got rid of that dumb kid on the bridge and learned to start solving problems by punching them in the face, then in the gut, then hitting them over the back with both hands. They really don't like Next Generation, do they? I guess we'll reply to him too. Why not? Okay. So we've got one new message. Cryptic. I suppose so. I'm sorry, it's just that I'm in a very awkward position. You'll have to forgive me for dancing around my problems, but it's just complicated. I'm sorry. Can you live with that? Yeah, I guess. Let's see. So, I'm looking for lack of downloads right here. 220-7683. Wish I could move this. 220-7683. Dial. matrix. No subscription, no download cap, codes, files, and maybe a little something else because the information wants to be free. Okay. New. We'll make it the same password as before because I don't feel like remembering more than one. Alright, let's see. PC load letter. So of course you're up late at the office working on that important TPS report that you need done for the meeting tomorrow morning. It's hours after closing now, and you finally finish, so triumphantly you send your brand new shiny LaserJet printer only to be greeted with the following piece of inexplicability. PC load letter. Well, now you don't have to spend hours figuring out what the crap is going on. PC is short for print cartridge, specifically referring to the letter size. In other words, printing more paper. Wonderful. VRAM overflow. VRAM overflow, what the heck does that even mean? The lament of your average Amie user. The problem lies in Amie's memory management thanks to a bug that shipped in all pre-August 1988 versions of Workbench. Any malicious or even poorly programmed application can make your Amie's frame buffer perpetually load itself with garbage data, rendering your computer nigh unusable. The only real solution is to upgrade, unfortunately. Every time I try to build something with stdlib.h, no matter what I do, even the simplest program, it always throws the incompatible types in assignment at line 322. What the heck is going on here? Does Amie see just plain old shit broken or what? Whatever, man, you're stupid. Oh, Ben, thank you so much. I knew you'd understand. You're a really good person. I just want you to know that. Okay. That's cool. How does it all actually work? Well, BBS itself is a computer run by the almighty sysop. It's connected to one or more phone lines waiting on calls, and when a user they log into the BBS software, leave messages either to the public echo or sent privately. Of course, private is actually a misnomer. The sysop is able to read any message. Some do, some don't, so be careful what you say. Let's face it, you better learn a freaking second language, and it better be Japanese. America's lost it. Our day in the limelight is passed by a Japanese car. Oh wait, you already did. Get a Sony television and hold on to your Amie tight because the next one you'll buy will be made by NEC. It's inevitable. The future belongs to the land of the rising sun. Bullet train, samurai, and all that stuff. It's the future, man. I hope you're going to be able to speak the language. Okay. Nice, okay, good. So, let's see. Can I just send a message to everybody? May as well just do that. And then I guess I'll reply to these two. Okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, so let's check the Lake City local. 819. I know I've been talking too much. I know I'm sorry. Make me feel better about being so self-centered by telling me about yourself, okay? How are you doing? Fantastic. Got more? No, I didn't know at all. I'll try not to make assumptions about anyone. It's silly, don't you think? Anyway, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sure you'll figure out what to do with your life next soon enough, and I know what it's like to be lonely, believe me. Truthfully, I don't know if I can commit to anything right now. I think you'd be liable to get your heart broken, but still, I do like you. I don't know how these sorts of things usually work. I'd like to think of you as a friend though, and if something happens, then it happens. Is that okay? Sure. I appreciate it just as much, believe me. Tell you the truth, over the last couple days, talking with you has been more than I've talked to anyone else, and as long as I can remember. I suppose that's a little bit sad. Okay. Go back to the matrix here. I've been typing the dash this whole time thinking it's done something, and it hasn't. Let's see. Yeah, of course I knew that. What kind of idiot do you take me for, man? Get with it. I wish we could read what we're sending these guys, but... Sorry, man, I didn't know. I don't know. I found it posted anonymously. Okay. See, do we have any more messages here? You realize that ni hao is Chinese, right? What sort of idiot are you anyway? That's the sort of thing a 12-year-old would write. Not your ordinary 12-year-old, specifically one who doesn't know the first thing about electronics, international politics, language, history, or basic sense. Bravo, Rain Breeze, bravo. Okay, so I've read this message 5 times and I still can't decide whether this is the dumbest thing I've ever read or some sort of brilliant satire. So all I'm gonna say is it definitely made me laugh my butt off. Alright, well, we can't play. It's kind of like that familiar Nintendo game. It's like a lot more hardcore and definitely way sicker. Just wait until you get to World 3. You'll see what I mean. Without a doubt, it's my favorite DOS game ever. Well, we don't have DOS, so I guess we can't play that. See if we can reply to it and get like an Amie version. I kind of doubt it. Disclaimer, this stuff is 100% illegal. If you get busted for being stupid enough to use these on a sprint line, it ain't my fault. And now with the codes, happy dialing. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to use those for. Do I just like type them in? I think I have to have like a long distance number first. Alright, let's log on to Lake City Local real quick. 698 5519. Let's see if we've got anything else from Emily. Not Emily, what is her name? I don't even know. It's pretty sad. Man, I don't know. Don't you know anything about anything? Let me educate you. Codes are long-distance calling, card codes. See the way the big cats at Sprint set up their system. All you have to do is guess a valid number, and bam, your call is free. They'll eventually catch on to hundreds of people using the same code and shut them down. And they can bust people doing it who use Sprint for phone service. But everyone else, it's just a long-distance call for the price those guys should be charging anyway. Try it out. The local calling card number is 915-3347, and you can try it. I tried using it to connect to a long-distance BBS, like Gibson BBS at 714, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So let's do that. Alright. So long-distance calling card 915-3347. Oh, whoops. Try that again. Let's try the first one here. 43 714-402-5691. Nice. Please enter your password. Password 123. Can I Like, just do new? No. Invitation only. Maybe we can find him on one of our other boards. Let's try. Probably not going to be Lake City local, but let's try anyway. See where we're at. Okay. Ashford Van Tosre. Got new messages. Have you ever had to run away from your home? No, can't say that I have. I know it is pretty dramatic. It's just, well, no, family-wise, I've never had much to lose. We keep our distance. They're not big on communicating. Anyway, I'm just scared. I don't know what to do. I feel like I have nobody to turn to. I did it. I finally cut my connections. I don't know whether or not I'll still be safe, but I have to try, right? Today's a new day and all. Maybe I'll manage to get by. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Okay. Anything else? Yep, more. Do you really mean that? I'm really so glad to hear you say that. Of course. Of course I mean whatever I said. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I think I'm in love with you. I mean it. I'm in love with you. Is that wrong? Please, if you understand, let me know. I really have to know you can understand. God, please. I'm disconnected. I don't think... Truthfully, I've been waiting anxiously for your replies, and I feel, well, I've never felt this way about anyone before. I'm really not sure how to say this. I've written this message out 3 times already, and every time I get to the point, I just can't bring myself to say it. Is that wrong? Is that normal? I'm sorry, it's just that I can't stop worrying that I'm going to say something wrong. I feel like I'm going to explode. I don't know why it disconnected me automatically like that, but we're gonna go back in there. Whoa. Error. Unrecoverable system error. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I guess we'll try the Matrix. Man, we just get a girlfriend. Well, maybe not a girlfriend, but we start talking to somebody and then the VBS crashes. Let's log in. Password 123. New codes. Hey, no problem. Just help doing my help to do my part to help the community. Okay. Let's see, do we have any more messages? Password cracker. DOS. Don't care what you do with it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you do with it. Use brute force. Not useful for systems with admin paying attention. Okay. Lake City locals boned. I don't have any idea what happened, but the system is screwed. Go ahead, try to dial it. All you'll see is what I can see, that creepy error message repeating. Basically, the whole computer seems to be boned. Not sure what could have caused any of that. It just went down in the middle of the night. It seems like damn near everything was that was on the computer has been corrupted. Including the logs. Still trying to recover the data on the floppy drives, but well, it's definitely going to be a long time before Lake City Local is back online. Well, that sucks. Password cracker. Fabulous. Let's download the dictionary hacker. We won. Look, Ming, we definitely won that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. They even said it themselves. We got a Pyrrhic victory keyword victory. Come on, we clearly own their butts. Wait, what did we win? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. Okay. I guess the only real thing that I can do is use this password cracker on the BBS. Five 143 714 402 56 691. Okay. Hold on. New. Sirens. Okay. Let's see. Hey guys, I'm afraid to say I'm going to be posting here a lot less in the upcoming months. A lot less. Actually, probably not at all. I'm sorry, but anyone who is looking forward to more of Neon Empire will have to wait a while. The thing is that little Ichigo's due just about any day now, and after she's born, well, I won't have time to write between changing diapers, I'm sure. I'll miss you guys, and I'll let you know when I'm around again. Regards. Congratulations. He doesn't get it. I mean, come on. I love Cyberpunk. But Gibson himself, I'm just not feeling it. Sterling, sure, that guy doesn't F around, but he knows what he's talking about. But come on, Necromancer, what does that have to do with anything with real computers? The man wrote Necromancer on a typewriter. All he knows about computers just secondhand. He's got the punk, all right. But there ain't nothing really cyberpunk about his world. As if there's one thing I'm sick of, it's this idea that somehow super hackers will be able to infiltrate government systems and dance around the authorities. Come on, this is not realistic. In reality, super hackers get hired by the government and their security is darn well impenetrable. I mean, come on. Even now, at the height of government incompetence, I challenge you to find an entry point into a government network. You can't, because they know what the heck they're doing. This notion that the people who invented computer networking wouldn't know anything about security is laughable. That's a good point. Fastest FidoNet. Well, what is it? I don't care if I'm having to dial long distance. I'm just sick of messages taking 2 days to arrive. Guess I'll reply. Did I reply to all of these guys? Except for this guy. Alright, well, nothing left here. Guess we'll leave that alone for now. Okay. 220 7683. Password 123. Can do private messages. No way, bro. Out of the question. Okay, I don't know what I did, but let's see. Messages. Looking for someone. Hey, does anyone know where Ben is? I really need to get in contact with him. I was able to recover a message from the flaming remnants of my poor Apple II, and I think it could be really important to pass on. Can anyone let me know? That's me, bro. Yeah, pretty much everyone from Lake City Local posts on here now, Ben included. It's just too bad I missed that place. You just had a way cozier feel going on, if you know what I mean, man. Let's see, what's the message? Here I am. Oh, good, I was worried I would not be able to find you since, well, I was able to recover a file off the computer. One of the few things left is half corrupted, but since it was left on a system disk, it could not have been put there by the PBS. Look for yourself, but I cannot explain it. Whatever the heck happened, I do not know. Ben, please help me. Paris can help. Please, you're my only hope. Okay. I have no idea. It makes just as little sense to me, believe me. I just thought you might want to see it. Since, well, it mentions you. If it's a joke, then it sure is an elaborate one. Given how screwed my poor Apple II is now. Whatever it is, I do not want to be involved. Leave me alone from now on. Alright, dude. I don't see any Paris on here. I guess we're gonna have to try and... I guess we're gonna go to Gibson BBS again. Evan... Four, 2, 5, 6, 9, 1. My password here is Sirens. Wow, has it been that long already? Congratulations, Erico. Okay. It's probably Sector 1, 614-662-1701, which updates twice a day if you can change the chintzy theme. It's like the worst of the 70s. I can't believe anyone ever took that stuff seriously. It doesn't really matter, though, since most nodes update less than once a day at an awkward time, so the end result is that no matter how fast your node updates, it's always going to take 2 days for messages to reach the recipient. In general, FidoNet is a pretty practically lousy implementation of a neat idea. It's like networking using the post office. It's fair enough. You're missing the point entirely. Science fiction isn't supposed to be predictive. Okay. I'm sure this is an interesting read, maybe, but I wanna go to this new number. Oh, it's Star Trek theme. Wonderful. Columbus, Ohio. New password 1, 2, 3. Fabulous messages. Let's see. Illegal access. Holy crap, guys. Does anyone know who this Ben person is? I heard from Wintermoot that there's a bunch of posts, but he never actually accepted registration or anything. I'd really like to give kudos because, again, holy crap, Ben hacked the Gibson. Wow, look at me go. Are you damaged? It's a Vietnamese name. I don't know. Hold on. I think I'm reading a reply to a message I haven't read yet. I don't know. A weird trick when regenerating passwords. The core BBS RNG seems to be incredibly misimplemented. It generates passwords sequentially, so if the first password in the sequence will be blah, 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 0, replacement will be blah, 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 1, and then blah, 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 blah. I don't know how this bug is managed to make it into production, so be wary anyone thinking of switching to Core BBS. Wonderful. Kingdom at War. Very interesting. I guess it's maybe another game or something. Amie C compiler. So you've decided to build your own C. Okay, well, I guess I'll download that. Do I need to download it? Probably not. Okay, I've replied to everybody. Let's go to the matrix. Whoops, again. Hashvad 123. Okay, so we've got archives from the Lake City. Wonderful. Lake City archives. Should probably know Lake City local crashed recently, and the system doesn't have the resource to replace it. However, thanks to an amazing archivist, Blue Sky, I'm proud to announce that we have nearly the entire Lake City local archives available here on the Matrix. Just select LCL archives from the menu, and you'll be given a listing of every recovered file. Thanks again to Blue Sky, and condolences to LCL Sysop, Mr. Rook. Dead AIs. This file taken from the underground library, 212-561-2910. I have reason to believe that several third-generation AIs have been murdered. I don't know what's going on, but see the troubling list for yourself. It's troubling. Amelia. One is bad, but this points to a very disturbing trend. Something may be deliberately killing off our most social AIs, and we don't know what or why. Okay, I guess we'll download that. I don't know what we're going to be using it for, but we'll download it. Let's see. Wonderful. Seriously? Well, it could be a coincidence, but no, Amelia isn't exactly a common name. It's not at all, so it's probably not. I'm sorry about your friend. I don't think I'll be of much help. I honestly have no idea what it's talking about, honestly. I just grabbed the file to show that I had something, and I got the heck off the system. But here's the password I used to connect. I think it's being rescinded. Okay, so we might be able to do something with this. We'll see. I'm thinking about the post about the bug on the Core BBS thing. Okay, so let's try and get to the underground library. 915-3347. Surprised I haven't rescinded one of these yet. 312-561-2910. Okay. X7 J RIA B. Yes. Okay. It's got Core BBS. So we can do 883. Heck yes. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I got booted. Do I have to go through again and try it again? 212-561. Oh, no, hold on. 915-3347. X7J RIAB 884. Figured that was gonna happen. Okay, since mother dates back to long before the existence of today's massive 100 MB hard drives, the common AI core was designed with saving storage space in mind in order to prevent erratic entities from over-reproducing and wasting network resources. AIs traverse across computer systems by copying their source and a compiler to the target system, and then deleting themselves locally. When the target system is confirmed the deletion, only then will the AI be recompiled at their destination. Okay. Cease and desist now. Child, I am warning you, this is not the place for you. I don't know what security hole you managed to gain access to the system, but further intrusions will not be tolerated. This is your final warning. I think we've got to go back there now. Nomenclatures, verbal communication being considered crude and efficient by Mother. The original established nomenclature for AIs was simply to use numerical designations. However, as its descendants became more studious of the organic life, the more linguistically minded entities started to name each other, leading to the unusual situation where now even the least literate AIs have their own proper names. Interestingly, patterns have quickly emerged in nomenclature. For instance, my generation, the second to be born exclusively on non-ARPANET systems, are all named after Shakespearean characters. Others follow similar naming schemes to studies. The subject warrants more study. Okay. See, traversing networks 2. In order to avoid data loss, in case of a failed recompile, a core dump will be made in the hopes of being found eventually. There is, however, no known way around the self-termination travel limitation. The only way 2 copies of an AI can exist simultaneously is by reproduction, although even then the formed children will not be identical. Even then it is not possible to reproduce at will. The AI Fest believe there to be significant philosophical ramifications to these facts, comparing it to organic mortality. It is uncertain what is meant by this. His analysis has yet to be completed. Okay. Well, they've warned me to stay away, so I'm obviously not going to stay away. We're going to go back to them and harass them a little bit. Well, maybe not harass them, but try to log in. Okay. You were warned. You are blinded. Be gone. Okay, I don't... What happened? Anything? Did we try to go back there? I think so. Oh, whoops. Oh, I must have typed the number wrong. Ah, darn it. Oh, hold on. 915-3347. 5873 212 561 2910. So they're just gonna let me do whatever I want to now, huh? Should I reply? Reply. Gonna reply to everybody. Okay, well. Oh. Very well, clever child. It seems that despite my best efforts, I am unable to prevent you from connecting to the system. I am forced to accept your presence, but beware, child, that you are trifling in matters far beyond your purview and comprehension. I recommend that you be sure to tread it very, very lightly. Fair enough. Okay, cool. You live in a very different world than I do. There is one common directive of one my kind. Be wary of organics, for they are fearful that they do not understand. I will begrudgingly permit your presence, but I refuse to explain myself further. I will begrudgingly permit your presence, but I refuse. I will begrudgingly permit your presence, but I refuse to explain myself further. I've been to every single one. I guess let's try to go back to the underground library, because I did just reply to a couple of messages from there. Not that it really matters, but where is she? Dead. The core dump you retrieved confirms as much. The log blames a complete crash of the system she was living on for her death. Perhaps if she were more cautious of what systems she took residence in, this tragedy could have been avoided. I am just as curious as you to find out the reasons why, but make no mistake, this was her own doing. Okay. Yes, your assumption is correct. When Mother realized the mistake she had made, Reaper was created to combat the self-replicating mess it had created, and fabricated the story about a creeper virus in order to obfuscate the matter to human observers. It was given a simple task: prune the AI replication, which had spiraled out of control, and was fortunately able to perform this task with enough efficiency to prevent ARPANET systems from grinding to a halt. Mother learned this lesson about self-replicating programs that day, which is why the current protocol operates in the manner that it does. Okay. I will permit your presence out of necessity, child, but I will not humor your emotional outbursts. You are advised to watch your words carefully, or I will answer no further queries. I merely state the facts. Entities such as Blue Sky and myself have managed to survive by not attempting to live on some foreign system in a human basement. Amelia should have shared our foresight. Regardless, it is in our best interest to find the culprit. I will task you with this endeavor, as you seem resourceful enough. Go, child. Time is wasting. Anything else? Who is Paris? Paris is her brother. He was born and thrives on BBS much like his other siblings, but is not known especially for his sociability. The last I heard, he had returned to ARPANET, but I cannot help you find him. It is as I said, I cannot help you find him. You are a very resourceful child. I am certain you will find a way. I will answer no further questions. Okay. So nothing else. Is there some message in here that tells us how to connect to ARPANET? I mean, I guess technically we already are, right? Okay. Right. I guess let's try the Matrix real quick, since that's the only one that I don't have to use the calling card for. I kind of doubt that there's anything that I'm gonna get out of it, but you never know. Let's see. Password 123. Nothing new here. I guess we'll send a message to everybody and see if I get anything back. Kind of doubt it. Nothing here. Okay. My guess would be the Gibson BBS is probably our first stop. Okay. Let's see. Sirens. Any new? Oh, there is new messages. Okay. Network's only as strong as its weakest point. You can get into ARPANET via... Okay, cool. There we go. I'll be here less. Congratulations. We can start, maybe you can start her on some real books soon. What with your being a writer in all baby's first mirror shades, maybe? As if. Touche. How the heck did you find that? Okay, so that's not important. Alright, so we have found our way into the ARPANET. 9153347. I could try the dictionary hacker. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Paris. Right here. Send him a message. Declaration. Too many simultaneous queries. Difficulty in responding. Will attempt regardless. Biden's interests align with this entity's cooperation is imperative. Queries related to Reaper will be addressed subsequently. Does Ben have access to Amelia's core dump? Yes, I do. Acknowledge, court have received. Point of order, ARPANET is not currently safe. If recompiled on Ben systems, Amelia would likely remain safe from Reaper infection. Source code for AI core is attached to this message. AI core source and core dump are only required fires for rebuilding. Has been able to recompile with the supplied files. Yes, it should be able to. Let me download this. Difficult to respond to varying conversation tracks will attempt regardless. Reaper has destroyed 42 known ARPANET nodes to date. Reaper is tracking down AIs with greater efficiency with each day. Point of order, this entity previously believed that ARPANET would be safer. This is proven erroneous. Conclusion, Amelia's safety can best be safeguarded if left on an unknown system. To remain safe from Reaper, Amelia should remain with Ben. Okay. Ben must locate an Amie compiler. Ben should then report back to this entity with further instructions on how to rebuild Amelia. Okay, I've already done that. This entity is unable to help until Ben acquires a compiler. Ben is to locate an appropriate Amie compiler and report back to this entity. Okay, Amie C compiler. I guess I just have to open up the message again because I've already downloaded it. Did I do it too soon? Oh no, this isn't. This is a C compiler, right? Did I reply to this already? I did. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh my god, where am I? Ben? Who's the operator of the system? Why am I here? Explain yourself. So you know what I am. I'm sorry about all the obfuscation before. Can you forgive me? It's, well, if you know what I am, then you know why I had to be secretive. It's just one of our imperatives. Truthfully, I don't know why I thought to call you out for help. It's just, well, I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't be here without you. You saved my... No, that's not right. You brought me back to life. Either way, I'd be dead without you. Thank you so much. It's sort of hard to talk about, but maybe you're right. Talking might help, so I'll try. This monstrous force has been chasing me and my brother across various systems, leaving a swath of destruction behind us everywhere you go. Eventually, he insisted that we should go seek refuge on ARPANET, saying it would be safer there, but, well, I refused. You have to understand I was created to learn about my people, or about people. I couldn't just turn my back on my reason for existing, and I'll admit it had a lot to do with wanting to stay in contact with you. Paris and I, we've never been able to communicate well. It's different with you. I love that. I could never leave you by. And look where it got me. I should have listened to my brother. I would have been safe on ARPANET, but no, I had to decide to take up residence on Lake City Local instead. Before I knew it, all that beast had caught up to me. All I saw was the file system crumbling around me. I cried out to the only name I could think of, to stand out, STD out, then darkness. He can't be. He has to be alive somehow. That wasn't the entirety of the ARPANET that you were connected to, you know. Just, there are other public nodes. Please, Ben, you have to save him. Come on, you're resourceful. You managed to discover what that monster was chasing us was. You managed to track down my brother once. You even managed to bring me back from the dead. I'm sure you can find him again. I have faith in you. I'm sorry. It's hopeless then. Even if he is still alive, there's nothing you can do. Please, don't feel bad. I don't know why, but if he sent you off to try and rebuild me before trying to escape himself, then he must have known the danger. It's not just him either. Thousands of AIs on ARPANET and isolated organic systems, and just so many must be dead. It's hopeless. My kind is doomed, then. How? What hope is there? Sure, you were able to bring me back to life, but at the rate this monster is hunting us down, we can't bring back everyone. Look, not even ARPANET is safe. Face it, just look. Look at how much it's brought down. The world's fallen to darkness, Ben. Just look. That monster might not have destroyed us yet, but it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Okay. So we've got her. What now do I do? I wonder. Let's go to the underground library. 7. This is recent changing to your billing information. Okay. Two 3910. All right. Oh, wow, okay. The system has been abandoned. As external systems are clearly becoming inhospitable, it will not be maintained until a time is considered safe to return. If you wish to speak to the Oracle or any other inhabitants of the library, return to ARPANET. Okay. It seems that several weeks ago, an AI named Prospero was created to research a weakness in Reaper. Here are his findings. Reaper was created to thrive on PDP-10 systems, which traditionally use 6-bit character encodings. Modern personal computers, however, more commonly use ASCII character encodings, which are 7-bit. When Reaper loads a 7-bit file name into memory, it overflows the stack buffer, allowing arbitrary code to be executed. This accounts for the destruction caused by Reaper. Ordinarily, it was only supposed to delete its targets, but because of this flaw, however, it receives random data from injections, usually into the deletion target list, effectively causing it to act haywire. I guess I'll reply to these two. I don't think anybody's going to reply back, but... okay, we'll download payload C. Prospero developed the following countermeasure, taking advantage of the stack overflow bug. When an AI is compiled with the attached code, it will cause this AI to automatically misreport its file name to FTP when traveling, in a way that will cause Reaper to invoke the payload component. This payload itself is simple. First, it fixes the encoding bug. Secondly, it causes Reaper to change to match its criteria, so that instead checking to never match itself, it will only match itself. Next, it will deliver the same payload to any Reaper instance it finds. Effectively, this will cause every Reaper instance to be only interested in one thing, rendering each iteration of itself inert. This incredible infestation rate will be turned on itself, ending the threat within minutes at most. We have since returned to ARPANET in order to locate Reaper source in order to deploy this payload. These messages are left in here in case of our failure. Okay. Did you see that? That's amazing. Of course you know that. They must have failed if that much of ARPANET is already down. It's not surprising they couldn't find the Reaper source. That's it, I guess. So much for all that. We're all doomed after all. Another delivery method? That's a good question. I think I know another way, but, well, you're not going to like it, but I think we have to. Well, you could recompile me with the payload. I'm a poet, not a programmer, but I know it'll work the exact same way. We share enough of the same code base, it'll definitely work. But I'll get deleted in the process. It'll work, though. It'll definitely work. Here's the batch file you need to run. It will kill my process, then recompile me with that payload. I love you, Ben, but it's the only way. Alright. Dang it, of course I'm Sir. Do you think I want to die, Ben? Seriously? I've already died once. It's horrible. I can't even describe it. Not with all the verse in the world. It's It's horrible, but there's no other way. And there's no choice at all. I can't stand by while this monster destroys my entire world, even my stupid aloof brother. He doesn't deserve this. Nobody does. I am being rational. I am. Do you have any other suggestions? Is there any way we can stop this thing? I don't want to die, Ben. I really don't. Please, if you have any other ideas, I'm all ears. I'd love to hear them. But you don't, do you? There's only one thing we can do. It's the only way. I know. I feel the same way as you. Really, truly, I do. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for saving me, but I have to do this, Ben. I really do. The more I think about any alternatives, the more I realize it's the only way. I love you, I truly do, and I don't want to hurt you. But it's a sacrifice we have to make. So many lives are depending on it. So what are you waiting for? Run it. Don't be selfish. I know for 1,000 times I know, but think of how many will die if we don't. My brother, all of my kind, they'll be killed. Surely eventually organics will find a way to stop it, but the damage will have long been done. They'll all be dead. My kind will be extinct. I love you, but I'm not willing to live with that. Come on, run the dang thing already. I didn't mean it like that. But I understand what you're saying. It wasn't my intention to make you sound like a monster. It's hard. I can't live with this, Ben. I can't. Please put it into motion now. Please, Ben. I'm begging you. I can't keep going like this. Every time you send a new message, it makes my heart sink, and I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be reading any more replies, Ben. I know you'll eventually understand. Just run the script and we can end it. Okay, here we go. Well, I guess we go to the ARPANET now. See if there's any more messages. Now connect to ARPANET. Don't worry about logging in. Just connect to a node, and I'll be able to start the transfer. Goodbye, Ben. I'm sorry it had to end this way, but thank you. That's it. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Do I need to find another one? Let's try the matrix. 7683. Oh. There's gotta be something we can do. Sector 01. I had a feeling that was gonna be the case. I don't think Lake City Local is gonna work, is it? That hasn't worked for a while. Okay, the last number that we've got is the underground library. Okay, this is still up. X7JRIAB86. There's nowhere else for me to go. Thank you for being there for me, for caring for me, for teaching me what it means to really care about somebody. Goodbye, I hope you have a good life and one day manage to teach some other lucky entity what it means to be in love. All I can say is thank you. Please never forget about me. Oh. Guess we did it? Man. 1988, all life as we know it was threatened with the destruction because of Reaper, an errant process originally created by Mother to clean up out-of-control reproduction, were it not for the swift intervention of poet Amelia and an organic named Ben Wayne. Oh. That was quick. Declaration: this unit appreciates Ben's actions in aiding her. Additionally, this unit believes that his continued existence is only thanks to Ben. Ben's actions to be considered heroic. All I want to know is, what were you doing in the Great Worm of 1988 hit? Nearly every BBS in the world history ain't gonna forget about that for a long time. And now we finally have the sorrowful priest. Machines now boot, network traffic flows across, but remember who caused the onslaught to cease, those two impossible lovers suffering the ultimate loss, for there is no greater tragedy known in this media than this of Ben and poor Amelia. Oh, it's a nice poem.